Hey, this is Swaggers, and we are in part 3 of the Flooded District. We just finished with Dodd, the super sneaky way, because we're Snoopy sneaky people doing super sneaky stuff. And your achievement right there, the mark achievement will pop right there. And I was messing around and looking around, and I forgot to save that part that it popped. But when you come out of the sewer there, it will pop. If you spared his life, it means you can't choke him out or anything. You just gotta steal the stuff and get out there. So this area here, actually, everyone is friendly in this first area. They're just civilians. I'm dropping some corpses out. We're gonna make use of that. But like that guy right there, he's just, I don't know what he's doing. Eating corpses for some reason. But yeah, I think I'm going to make this area a lot more complicated than it needs to be, because none of these guys care that you're here. You can actually just walk right by them. I should have almost just refilmed it, because I'm all like being sneaky, and they're just trying to go about their daily business, you know. These guys aren't in the watch. They're not mean guys. There is one here. See, that's why that guy didn't care. I'm like, oh, how did he not see me? Because he doesn't care. He's just like, what up, dude? You might want to steal that key from him, though. Knowing now that they don't care at all, they're just like, total like, wow, this is overly complicated. But anyway, you can steal that key from him, especially if you missed any of the blueprints up to this point, because there's a blueprint in here. I'm going to say it's the grenade one. I don't know, because I already got it, and I already showed you guys how to get it. So it's not going to be there in this playthrough. Yeah, we need that key. It doesn't even have anything cool in here. I could be done with this mission by now with how long I'm spending on this section. I bet those guys are like, what the hell is that guy doing in there? Now I'm gonna choke him out. I'm gonna choke him out, and all he wants to do is just go about his daily business.
How did it pass me by? All the others.
Got his key. Could have just taken it. Probably could have just asked him politely. Is there an ask politely button? Because he probably would have just been like, oh yeah, you need that for something? Sure, no big deal. Rats. And I'm stealing their money. Hard-working guys. The urn of someone's dead mother, apparently.
How did it pass me by?
This guy's just hanging out too.
Others down with the sickness.
Could have just walked on by. Could drop him anywhere, because no one's gonna care. Could have been done with this whole mission by now. Not really. We're close. This one's got a lot of running around just for the end. It's like you did all of that stuff in the very beginning with Weepers and all that crazy stuff where you could have maybe been seen and would have totally ruined your entire playthrough. And now you're going to run around a bunch until you find out whether you did it right or not. Okay, so there are soldiers and tall boys out in this area, and they do very much care what you do. But luckily, we're not really going to do anything in here. So, no big deal. So all we're going to do is go over here, and we're going to blink up to the top of this building. Be careful for the tall boys, they could see you. Boom. And now we're going to sit here, and we're waiting for the train, which I just skipped ahead to. But you saw the train go by on the left. And we're going to take it back to the right. So it's kind of a smart idea to blink and see where the track section is. And what we're going to do is we're going to ride it down to the end where the wall of sparks are, and then we're going to jump off. And now we're going to jump off on the left side. You can kind of see that whale oro tank right there. Oh, jump. And we'll pull that to pull the plug on this thing. There, no more wall of sparks. Spikes, also, that would also be cool. Drop down and just head through the door. And don't need to be in stealth here. No enemies for quite some time. This is a quiet time to reflect on your progress and what you've learned. No enemies here either. Pretty big area though. What happened to all the I mean, I understand that there's a plague, but why are all the buildings like half apart? And I mean, how long is this plague hasn't been going on that long? There's a little bone charm under here. Again, we're almost to the end. I could care less. You can see there's quite a few in here. I'm gonna say I don't get any more. I'm like, oh, that's too far. Forget it. I'm not going back. Sorry if you want all the bone charms and all the runes. The heart will tell you exactly where they are. You really don't need me to tell you. Back into the sewers. Again, don't need to be in any kind of stealth. We're gonna have a thug up here. This is only going to occur if you did both of Granny Rag's and both of Slackjaw's side quests.
You're the mask guy's been taking down all the lords and ladies. No way through this gate unless you got the sewer key. Only one place to get that key, and I wouldn't go there. Not for all the gold in Dunwall Tower. Not again. Maybe you could pull it off, though. Something attacked us in the distillery. It used the rats. I know it sounds crazy. Then it run back under the streets. So we come down here to kill it. Slackjaw leading the way. Went bad. I barely crawled out. Don't know what happened to Slackjaw. He had the sewer key, though.
Okay. So again, you're only going to get this if you manage to do both of Granny Rag's side quests and then both of Slackjaw's side quests in the previous missions. That unlocks this ability to both get Granny Rag's final, Slackjaw's final, the final Sokolov painting, and we can do all of that and still come back from that and do a clean run. So this section here is really running through a bunch of the river crusts, which are just a pain, and just always slide through to break stuff whenever you need to. And there's some more. And here's a little side area that has a safe with a little puzzle, and it's just the months, so wind, seeds, and ice, and then there's going to be a calendar there too, and so it's going to end up being 5 to 8. Don't know if this one changes, but 5, wind, seeds 2, ice 8. So, boom. 8. I'll just keep clicking, doesn't matter, it opens. And there's a bone charm for you. Nothing under here. So now we get to go back and run past the river crusts, which I hate. Running. More. Ugh. Just run into the water to go under. I don't know how Slackjaw got here. I can't imagine him doing this. I don't know how Granny got here. And here's a little section to breathe at. Okay, then we just gotta climb up all these stairs, and there'll be some kind of weapons on the top, you know, to quote-unquote get you ready for this next area. And then we're gonna end it here, and the next video we'll finish up all 3 options for Granny and Slackjaw, and finish off this mission.